Hi.
How you doing?
Baruch Hashem. So let's start a new topic. Let's um, do Shar Shvi. How about Shar Shvi? Shabbat v'Shavua.
What page are you on?
It starts on page 108.
108. Okay. Chodo?
What?
Chodo shel hashavua Yehudi?
No, it's not quotation marks. It's two U's. Yichudo.
Yichudo.
Unique quality. Shel Shavua Yehudi of the Jewish week. The Sefer Ivrit, ancient in Hebrew language, there are no unique names for the days of the week. B'safot rabot, in many languages, Nikroim Yimei Shabbat Yimei Shavua, Hashem Shibat Kochlei Alechet. In many languages, the days of the week are called based on the seven moving stars, which of course are planets plus the moon. Hayadut lo kalta shemot ela mishum shetkufa k'tuma. We reject these names because in the ancient times, the non-Jews believed that these planets are divinities. Not interested in Avodah Zarah. This is very much called shemet of any smidgen of Avodah Zarah. Shemetz and smidgen are probably from the same root. So we don't have Sunday, Monday. Besides that, all are the cycles of our life. So Shabbat HaMalkah, sometimes the Queen of Shabbos. Shabbat, that's why we call the names by Shabbos. Shem LaShavua. And the lach shel doreinu b'luchot hashana achirim. I don't know why it says doreinu. I guess it seems it's in lots of doros before us. Shel chol shavua yesh b'luch rishem yuchad shem hashavua hu shma shel parashah b'torah sheikru b'shabbat. Hayom achron shel hashavua achrei tfilat shacharit. Pamim zocheh hashavua l'kinun yosaf Hashem hamaftir o haftarah. So that's been the way for thousands of years, not just our generation. But this is the we call the Yosh Soloveitchik said, and of course he's not the only one, but many people said this. I just remembered his name, that a Jew lives by the parashah. In other words, every week is indeed characterized by the parashah of the week. You know, that way you look at it. Parashat HaShavua, derech aruka asta parashat HaShavua, ad asher zachta litfos et mikoma. It's going to come a long way in the parashas. We could go through four stages of the institution of reading the Torah. To the point that they created names for all the weeks of the year. Aleph. Well, I guess we should read the subtitle here. The stage and development of the institution of laning, and it's the expansion of, or the not expansion, the spread of a unified minhag in dividing Torah to parashas, which actually is a pretty amazing thing if you think about it, because all the Galuyos, bar none, have the same order of parashas Shavua. And almost no minhag in which all the Golios are in agreement, which come to the liturgy. But when it comes to the Kriya, right, there's remarkable unanimity. Aleph. HaKriya shel ketha me'atorah, I'll say that. Ach b'li haraot mechayvot l'sayeh, ach b'li haraot, without any explicit instructions. We require the same required to finish the later a specific time frame. The so it says time in the Mishnah there was an understanding that he had to finish the Torah in a 1 year cycle, 3 year cycle, but how exactly to divide up that cycle was not specified. Beit Siyum Kriyat Torah b'Peretz Mugubal. Beretz Yisrael Pater Minhag L'Sem Kriyat Torah Achat L'Shalosh Shanim, L'Fi HaMasoret Acheret Pamayim B'Sheva Shanim. Either it was once every 3 years or twice in 7 years. I don't think that was actually the main operative Morosor in Eretz Yisrael. I think even in Eretz Yisrael, in most places, it was 1 year. It was just that there were some places which did in 3 years. That's my impression. But Bavel was for sure once a year. Because Yerushalmi has no mention of a 3 year cycle. The Bavli mentions in Eretz Yisrael the 3 year cycle, but it's not mentioned in Yerushalmi. Gimel Chalukat Torah Starim Parashiot Gan 53 Parashiot Minhag Habavli L'Siyum HaTorah B'Machzor Shnati V'Kanad 154 Starim or 155 L'Fi Minhagam Shebnei Eretz Yisrael L'Kriyat Torah B'Machzor Flat Shnati. Either 53, 154, 155. Derech Chalukat Torah Starim V'chein Chiburam Afradatam. Whether we do a double parashah, don't do a double parashah. Haya Inyana Shekol Kila B'Nifrad. Was each and every kilo a different minute. There's a famous, one of the famous cases is parashas Mishpatim. There's some people divide parashas Mishpatim to the beginning of Mishpatim and Keser Tabet Ami as a new parashah. So of course that is an extinct minhag. I assume the other parashas like that, which over the years were divided in two and then were fused together, etc. בינתיים מצורך חיבור שתי פרשות או חילקו פרשה אחת לשתיים, והיו גם שקרו 3 פרשיות בשתי שבתות, that's 1/2 each week, כל זה שאפשר יהיה לסיים פרשיות מסוימות בסמוך חגים מסוימים. Like, the one thing which Eretz Chutzlaretz has advantage over Eretz Yisrael is that was this last year. The example was that we always read by Midbar, the Shabbos before the Shabbos before Shavuos, and Naso, the Shabbos before Shavuos. Except in Eretz Yisrael last year, because Yontif Sheni made that work out in Chutz La'aretz, because Yontif Sheni was on Shabbos, and Eretz Yisrael there was no Yontif Sheni. So therefore, you actually read Baloscha before Shavuos last year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! But in that case, but that's the one. Normally, of course, it's a Chutz La'aretz which always has to catch up to Eretz Yisrael, not the other way around. וכן כדי שיסיים את התורה בכל קהילות ביום שמחת תורה. וזה היה מצב כפי הנראה בתקופת הגאונים. תראו בסידורו של רב סעדיגו. היווצרותו של מנהג אחיד בחלוקת התורה לפרשיות. עם התפשטותו של השולחן ערוך של רבי יוסף קארו, התפשטה גם החלוקה המקובלת היום. Everything, the Shulchan Aruch, which again, it's not a davar muvan me'elav, because a lot of things the Shulchan Aruch did not overturn local minhagim, right? Minhag Teiman survived the Shulchan Aruch, right?
Right.
A lot of local minhagim are like that, but nevertheless, in this respect, the Chalukah Mukubel Tiyom calls the Shulchan Aruch. Achol kol mechen emidot mispar parashot al 54. יש להגיש לגבי פרשיות מסוימות והפכו מנהגים שלהם עד לדור האחרון. There were different customs, evidently, until very late, which we will only see when we get to age 112. It's interesting. Okay? Well, we get there. כך שמותר לומר, יהיה לומר, it's permissible to say שרק בדרנו עומד להסתיים תהליך זה שיצירת מנהג אחיד ומשותף כל הקהילות. I don't know what it means, Dorenu. It's been a while. Anyway, so I guess he's taking Dorenu in a very expanded sense, like meaning the last 100, 200 years. So there's unified minhag משותף וכל קהילות ישראל בחלוקת הפרשיות, מפלטיו יהיה שם הפרשה השבוע משותף לכל עדה. Everybody has the same name for each week. ההפטרות, גם לגבי ההפטרות תתפשט מנהג שנעשה משותף לרוב העדות. לגבי ההפטרות מסוימות, גם שום מנהגים שונים. Of course, after there is a significant variation to this day between the Eidot. That was not obviously as necessary to unify, and it has been not been unified to the same extent. שבתות מיוחדות, ישנם מספר שבתות בשנה הנקראות בנוסף לשם פרשה גם בשם מיוחד. על פי רוב על שם המפתים, זכר, פרה וכדומה, הפטרה, נחמו, חזון וכדומה. מקרים רבים באה השבת המיוחדת להזכיר אירוע בשבוע הבא. It's a lot to do with the coming week. חג, ראש חודש, צום וכדומה. 116. לוח שבתות השנה, כנגד 14 סימני הקביעות קיימות 14 אפשרויות שונות לסידור לוח שנה יהודי, שהם גם 14 אפשרויות שונות לסידור לוח לשבתות השנה, על פי פרשיות השבוע. So evidently there are 14 ways which to arrange the Jewish luach, which I guess through the 19-year cycle, we go through those and repeat 5 of them. And they are, and it's important to note that the actual cycle, we haven't gotten to this yet, but the actual cycle is a 247-year cycle, not a 19-year cycle.
Okay.
We haven't gotten to that point of the explanation yet, so in our perusal of the Lelach, but there are fluctuations between the 19-year cycles. So in any event, if you know what the siman akviut of the year is, which one of the 14 it is, בעמוד 54, תוכל לדעת על פי לוח זה, מהו התאריך העברי של כל שבת ושבת. You'll be able to know what the Hebrew date is of each Shabbos. Fortunately, we have calendars, so you don't have to figure this out. לפי זה גם בתאריכי ימי השבוע! Exclamation mark. Wow. הצבתם של כל 14 הלוחות בדף אחד, זה בצד זה. We put all 14 possibilities in one page, one next to the other. מאפשרת לך לעקוב, will allow you to follow אחרי הבדלים שבין לוח אחד ללוח אחר. You will know the differences. תוכל להשוות בין הלוחות והמון המשותף השונה ביניהם. You'll be able to compare them and look at what's common and what's different between the two of them. ולכן תוכל לשבץ ללוחות אלה את מועדי שנה. Sounds very exciting. למעשה מהווה לוח זה טבלה אחת המכלל כל 14 הלכות השנה האפשריים בלוח העברי, and that was in Perek Revi'i, which we did not see. מחזורי קריאה ולימוד שנתיים ורב-שנתיים. לפני פרשת ישוע קמו לנו אנשים גדולים, אשר הסדירו לימוד ספרי הנביאים והכתובים וגאין המשניות במחזר ומסורת שנתית צמוד לפרשיות השבוע. Now this actually has seen a resurgence in recent years, is as he's going to say, there's a limud of Chokli Yisrael. Chokli Yisrael is a sefer which divides up, and it doesn't go exhaustively through the entire Shas, etc., but it divides up learning of Navi and Mishnah and Gemara, a little bit of each every day, some Zohar, I think, for each day of the year, and corresponds to each parashah, right? So the Chumash Chokli Yisrael Chumash has each parashah divided up into 7 days, together with limudim for those 7 days. I thought it was something which is going extinct, but recently they started reprinting Chokli Yisrael Chumash, and I think even ArtScroll printed one. So, it has seen some sort of resurgence. And that's Mishiach Pili Kro B'chol Shabbat HaPrakim, Pi HaLuach Yisem Simchat Torah Gam Kol Sifrei HaTanach, the Gam Kol Shesh Tzivim is on Mishnah. I don't think that that's actually Chokli Yisrael, but obviously people have such a possibility. If you learn 18 Prakim Mishnayos a day, you will finish every year Shas Mishnayos. לימוד זה מקובל אצל בני עדות המזרח, קר בשנת האב מות האב האם. I've never heard about that, but they say so. כמו כן מובאת בעמוד זה רשימת מזמורי תהילים לכל שבת ושבת. בימי הנפוץ לימוד יומיומי של פרקי נחת מחזור לימוד שנתי. It's pretty, also requires a substantial number of פרקים נחת. ואגב מחזור לימוד שנתיים הבאנו את הלימוד בחוק לישראל, שלמו מחזור לימוד שנתי של 9 לימודים שונים. וזה לימוד זה למחזורי הלימוד של דף היומי, בתלמוד המשנה היומית, וההלכה היומית, אלה האחרונים אינם מחזורי לימודי שנתיים. I guess it's coming at the end of the parak. He's going to bring down those, all those different luchot for us to be able to learn according to a order. Okay, should we finish here for today?
Okay. Shkach.
So I just want to mention there's a table at the beginning of on page 109, which is we'll get to when we get to it's the days of the week, even though they're not, we don't use them, but they are critical to us. In other words, every day is, even in Jewish tradition, associated with Haviyach, the planet with which the non-Jews associated. But we'll get them when we get to that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a good week.
You too. Bye.